Hey guys, it's me, back again, and it is February. So you know what that means. Another humble choice. And as like every month prior to this one, we're going to go over the games and see what we get. So, we're going to have Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, which is the first game on our list. I already have this game. It is a very, very fabulous D&D RPG, which alone worth the $12. If you have not played this game or have not seen this game, I would advise you to at least pick up the bundle for this. It is pretty well the backbone of what's going on in the Pathfinder community anymore. Alcat has been doing some great stuff. Their next game coming out is actually a 40K game, which is going to be amazing. Absolutely amazing. Next up on the list, we have Fallout 76. Okay. That also comes with Fallout 1. I do not have Fallout 76. I have kind of refused to have it. Now, I do not know if this is a specific like free trial or if this is the full game and you can play it pretty much the entire time. I do know that with the last update, it did add a little bit more to the game, so I don't know, it might be something worth checking out. But it is a massively multiplayer online game, which kind of fell off when it first got out and kind of has come back around after all of the new add-ons and packs that they've done. And Fallout 1 is an amazing game, so this alone makes this set pretty well good. I wish they would have given you Fallout 2, though. At the very least, Fallout 2 would have been good. Next up, third game, we have Thronebreaker, which is the card game that is the taken off of the Witcher game. Yeah, it's the card game, which is actually fantastic. It is a single-player game based on the card game in the original Witcher game. It is a 30-hour tale, fully carded. I've always wanted to get it. I just haven't done it yet, and now I don't have to worry about it because now I can play it. You know how much I love my card games, if you have been watching the channel at all. Next up, we have Other Side. Now, this game has actually been on my radar for a little bit because of its sort of gothic style. It is a strategy RPG, which actually has some really interesting mechanics. But the actual graphics and the way it's drawn has really drawn me to it. All right, next up we have The Shady Part of Me. This looks very interesting. The gameplay looks to do a lot with shadow play. So, yeah, let's read what it says. Shady Part of Me sends you on an emotional and dreamlike journey with breathtaking artistic direction and the enthralling voice of Hannah Murray from Game of Thrones. As a little girl and her shadow overcome emotional struggles through surreal dreamscapes, why was that word so hard? Across a touching narrative filled with twists and surprises, both must learn to cooperate and evolve to progress in a poetic journey. So yeah, it's an action game where you play on light and shadow to solve puzzles. Interesting. Next up, we have Scourgebringer. Now, this looks like your basic Souls-like platformer. I don't know. I'm not really big into those. I have a lot, but if this is something that is in your wheelhouse, you might enjoy it. It says from the developers of Neurovoider, Scourgebringer. You could see that they're made by the same developer just with the names alone. Is a fast-paced, free-moving roguelike platformer set in a post-apocalyptic world where a mysterious entity wreaked havoc on all of humanity. Scourgebringer puts you in the shoes of the deadliest warrior of her clan, Kyra. Help her to explore the unknown and slash her way through ancient machines, guarding the seal of her past, and maybe the redemption of humanity. It described it as Dead Cells meets Celeste, that's weird. But that sounds really interesting. Next up we have Phobia, St. Dinfa Hotel. Now this is a survival horror game that is really interesting. I've actually watched CJU, which I've talked about before on this channel, play this already. It is a rather weird sort of, trippy game where you use a camera to go back and forth between dimensions. But it says Tres Treehouse is home to the St. Dinfa Hotel, a decadent site that is the subject of numerous rumors, including mysterious disappearances and paranormal activity. Hoping to break the story, amateur journalist Roberto Liet Lopez travels to Santa Catarina following a tip from his friend Stephanie. His investigative skills will be needed not only to uncover the truth, but to survive when reality is turned upside down. With his discovery of a camera that reveals different timelines, a fanatical cult, human experience, and apparitions roaming the halls, solve puzzles and scavenge for anything to stop their hunt as the past, present, and future collide. This is a pretty big place, but it's your basic first-person survival horror game. Next up, we have 5 Dates. This looks interesting. It is a romantic comedy, it looks like, but you play as somebody who's trying to go on dates. Vinny, a millennial from London, joins a dating app for the first time while living in a lockdown during the coronavirus pandemic. With 5 potential female matches, Vinny must pluck up courage to video date with wildly different personalities. Starring Mandip Gill from Doctor Who, that's cool, and Georgia Hurst from The Vikings. The viewer's choices will define Vinny's interactions with each date and their interest in seeing him again, amidst a branching, multi-directional chain of conversation topics and deep dive questions. Excuse me. Vinny is faced with digital game dates, awkward scenarios, and unexpected truths. 5 Dates is an exploration of the unpredictable modern dating experience. What is that? Yeah. Which follows an average single man as he navigates the world of digital dating. At least this dude probably gets messages back. When I was digital dating, I would not get anything. The decision the viewer makes for him will challenge their own conceptions of attraction and compatibility. From the publishing studio that brought you The Complex, The Bunker, and The Shapeshifting Detective, which are all really good games. Throughout the game, your choices and your interactions will either strengthen or weaken your relationship with your date. The relationship scores are calculated from the start right through to the very end and will affect certain scenarios as well as having consequences in the concluding scenes. Sorry, I am still sick. So, this looks fun. Like, hilariously fun. I probably will play this. You know what? I might make a set of videos on this. This seems really cool. Those are your basic games here, but they're also trying to get you out of... get you to join in on the Humble Games collection and the Vault. Some new games on there that are actually really interesting. With this, though, you get 75% off the Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Season Pass and 50% off... Fallout 76, The Pit Recruitment Bundle. So with that said, the charity of this month is InPower. InPower is on a mission to move people from poverty to the middle class through tech skills training and quality job placement. Well, there you go, guys. Those are your games for February. As always, I'll be back on the next month when they drop the next one. Let me know in the comments what games you would like to play, what games you might like to see me play, or just the games in general that you wish that they would put up here. But until next time, be kind to each other. I'll see you then.